Hey, good God, look at all this stuff. I mean, so that's eBay stock, that's fine. And this is already opened, and the bits that are getting sold are listed as well. And the parcel on the very bottom there is just the ringside collectible stuff we got the other day. We got that Hangman Adam Page there as well. But this, and this, and this, and this, and now this, which I completely forgot was coming once it came, but you know, it was the most obvious thing in the world once I realised what it was. All need doing, and so these two are a mail opening. This is a mail opening. That's a mail opening. That's a mail opening. That's a mail opening. Could do them all in one go, but then I wouldn't be spreading out the content, would I? So I better get some of these opened, I think. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I've just got another mail opening. This one is focused on AEW figures, and these parcels have been sat here for over a week now. In fact, our entire pile's been sat there for a week, apart from the smaller parcel I mentioned. That's only been there for most of a week. And like I say, these are going to be going out as the weekly mail openings, unless I end up with loads more content, in which case I might have to start doing more than one, because we have like 6 weeks of mail openings right there. But I digress, we need to get on with this week's. And, you know, I should have filmed this a while back, and I was planning on just trying to tackle them all in one go and then releasing the videos individually, but I'm not really in the mood for that, so I'm just going to crack on with these. So we got 2 parcels, 3 figures. This massive parcel is one individual loose AEW figure, but I bought these first, so we're going to open these first. Now, this was another pretty good deal. This is a figure that I said in Smith's when I was working there. I said, if that goes down to a tenner, I'll pick that up. And it's another figure that I said, you know, that I was tempted to get. They were $10.99 on Amazon. A lot of UK sellers didn't get it. And basically, I spotted these 2 figures together on eBay for something like £22 or something on Buy It Now. And if you want to look it up, if you're interested in this, I'm pretty sure the seller still has 1 more left. And so I put it in my watch box, and I said, if they send me an offer so that I can get both of those, because both figures ended up on Amazon for $10.99 recently. I said, if they send me an offer to get both of those for £10 each, if they send me a £20 offer, then I'll accept it. And what they actually sent me was slightly better. It was a £19.79 offer. So we've got 2 AEW figures for less than the price of one. The first one of those, the one that I said I would pick up if it was reduced to £10 in Smith's, is Lance Archer. And it's only just dawning on me now that I have it right in front of me. Not when it was in the shop and I was, like, you know, sorting them out every day. How big this figure is. It is absolutely massive. And I don't really have any big plans for Lance Archer, but he's a good guy to have around, you know, just big, tall, scary guy. Put him in a faction, just use him to beat people down, enhancement talent. You know, if you're at a loose end for who someone can feud with, you know, it's just, he's a good guy to have around, I think. And, you know, if we never do use him, we can always just sell him on. I don't know how many AEW figures this guy's going to end up getting, but, you know, yeah, I thought, you know, he's kind of cool. I've never been a massive fan, but I definitely think he's interesting. So, yeah, £10 is about where I wanted to pick him up for. And we did in the end. And the other one is pure Ethan Page toy hunt influenced. And I'm a little bit worried about how much influence Ethan Page's toy hunts have in my figure collection. Because it isn't even the toys he looks at, most of the time, that is to worry. That makes me worry. It's the people he has on. The amount of, like, AEW characters I've never really thought of, but then they're really chill people on his toy hunts, and it makes me want to buy their figure. It worries me how many of those I'm going to buy. Like, I'm tempted to buy Kip Sabian's AEW figure just because I find it funny that when he was on it, he told us that the first comic book he ever read was, of all things, the one where Gwen Stacy dies. And for some reason, I find that really funny. So, you know, and then Evil Uno's really chill. And you know who else is really cool? Nyla Rose. So I probably never would have bought this if I hadn't seen Ethan Page's toy hunts. And then I was trying to put off paying a lot for it because I was kind of just buying it for the sake of it. I didn't want it for a women's division. I wanted it because I thought she was cool. And if I'm completely honest, I don't think it's the best figure in the world. It's not terrible either. It's definitely a likeness of Nyla Rose. It's not the best head scan AEW have ever done. It's not the worst head scan AEW have ever done. But again, didn't really want to pay more for this. And it's funny actually, because when you look at the full series, I got the Young Bucks from this series for £10 each, and I would have gotten FTR for £10 each, except my Smiths sold out of the Cash Wheeler a very long time ago. And then I should have bought Dax Harwood for custom bodies back when he got reduced to 8. But by the time I realised I should do that, somebody had clearly already thought of it themselves and cleaned them out. So yeah, that first parcel we got £19.79, Lance Archer and Nyla Rose, both of them for less than the price of one AEW figure. So it's pretty cool, and we'll see if these get opened any sooner than any of my other AEW figures, which really are starting to pile up. And speaking of, as I said, this is an AEW figure opening, so this is also an AEW figure. This is a loose one, because it's of a character that I decided I wanted. And there's a toy hunt I don't think I ever released. I didn't have footage of this particular part anyway, but there was a toy hunt where I went to a local store near me, and there was a Sammy Guevara figure, and I sort of regretted not picking it up and just supporting the small business at the time. And then, as it turns out, I was kind of convinced I wanted to buy one a few weeks ago. I was watching an old AEW show where he does like a Spanish fly off the entrance ramp through a table, and I thought, this guy's crazy and he just loves wrestling. And I think that was me finally sold altogether on Sammy Guevara. Can't seem to cut through this box. There we go. But apparently Sammy Guevara, by the looks of it, is one of the few AEW characters that you just basically can't seem to find very easily in the UK anymore. All of the other figures from all of the series of AEW seem to be readily available somewhere. I was reaching in there thinking that it was a packaged one, possibly because I was just opening packaged ones, or possibly because the box is so big. But yeah, almost every other AEW figure is readily available in the UK, but apparently Sammy Guevara is not. And you can get it for £20 on Derek's Toy Barn, but that's about it. And then I spotted this loose one on eBay for, I think it was 15, and he sent me an offer for £13.50, I think, or it was already listed for £13.50. And I took a look at it, and I was a little bit trepidatious because I spotted something on his torso. If I can, we'll put that image there, and I thought that looks a bit weird. And after my Luchasaurus, which we'll put a picture there, I thought, like, these AEW figures are prone to weird imperfections. My Luchasaurus has like a crack in his abs. It's not a big deal, it's not a problem, but I thought, you know, that's not great. So I thought this weird thing I could see on this Sammy Guevara, I was like, that's not great. I don't know if I want to buy a loose one if it's got some kind of weird crack in it. So I asked the seller to send me a picture of the torso a bit closer up, and they replied that they hadn't even realised the plastic was still on it. And it's actually the plastic that I was seeing, like, reflecting the light from the picture. So not only is this a really good conditioned loose Sammy Guevara, but it is a pristine condition Sammy Guevara. It's clearly only been posed on the shelf, and it's not even had enough attention paid to it to have the plastic taken off it. This has never been played with, it's never been used. It did look pretty pristine on the photos. As you can, I don't know whether it's getting washed out there, but you can see there's no damage to the hair there at all. That is very pristine. And yeah, like, it's a bit dusty because it's clearly been sat on the guy's shelf, but there we go. It's Sammy Guevara. And again, I don't really have any major plans for him, but he's just a good guy to have around. He's another light heavyweight option. I'm a little bit concerned as to why his feet aren't at the same, they don't land in the same place. Is the boot just turned up or something? Yeah, maybe that was it. Maybe. Hopefully that's fine. Yeah, and as I was saying, he's a light heavyweight. He's a kind of, you know, you can put him in hardcore matches. Again, you can chuck him in a stable. You can do whatever with him. In my Instagram feed going forward, not only am I planning on doing an NWA thing which he can appear in, but I'm also planning on doing a thing where it's kind of, I might do some AEW matches as well. But I also plan on doing something where I'm just going to use whatever figures I fancy on a given day. So he can definitely find himself at home there. And of course, the accessories I'm holding in my hand here He comes with the coat, obviously. But the thing I didn't realise is that this guy comes, obviously he comes with these crowd signs, but the thing I didn't realise is the fact that he comes with 6 of them, which is just ridiculous. And they all say hit me up on them, but they're all blank on the other side, which means, you know, not 6, 5. Apparently I can't count. But, like, they're all blank on the other side, and they all say hit me up on that side. So if you wanted to put some custom messages on there, get a little bit of Sharpie action on the go, write whatever you want on these things. That's pretty cool. I honestly didn't realise he came with like 5. I thought he came with like 2. So that's pretty good. And one kind of harsh gripe of mine is that with the rubber jacket that Sammy's got on, the rubber entrance jacket, rather than it being soft goods, he can't hold the signs. He can hold it to the side so that there's no point, but he can't hold the signs up, so he's showing it off to the ladies in the crowd. So that's a little bit of a design flaw in my eyes, but I digress. This is a pretty cool figure. £13.50 I got him for in the end, as I say. So again, this was a pretty good deal, and I can actually see the kind of crease in the plastic, which is what I was seeing on the photo now that it's here in front of me. But yeah, anyway, so thank you guys for watching this mail opening video. It's about time I've got this done. I'm kind of going to miss seeing the tower go as I gradually film these and gradually put these out. It's probably a good thing to get rid of this massive box that just had 1 figure in it, but I'm kind of going to miss the tower. And that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment and subscribe, and check out the mail openings playlist in the end, and stay tuned for the next possibly 5 weeks of mail openings to come. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. You know, as I said at the start, this box on the very bottom is Ringside Collectibles mail from the start of the year, so it's probably not a good idea to have all those other parcels and boxes and stuff stacked on top of that Juventud Guerrera and that Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger. Kind of decent figures to have a load of crap stored on top of, but apparently that's what's been going down. I mean, obviously the full pile was on there a minute ago. The AEW ones are gone now, but yeah.